Guys, this might be the craziest play of the year. Like, look at this. That's 32 triggers of +2/+2 on all of the creatures. And oh my, this is our new magic, guys. Because they wasted one. Oh yes, my friend, here you go. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today the most crazy combo of standard that is so fun to play. You will fall in love instantly and will actually make over 1000 of stats in a single turn. Bro, if you like big creatures, this is just the perfect, like it's a control, it's huge creatures, it's just epic stats, like it's just hilarious deck. So basically Felidar's Retreat is of course the one to play in, but together with things like Awaken the Woods, those creatures are also lands triggering landfall triggers. But guess what? That's not everything. We have Doubling Season, which makes every trigger from Felidar's Retreat is 2 triggers, 2 cuts, 2 counters, and each of those +1/+1 counters puts another you get the idea. It's not Doubling Season, it's Quadrupling Season. And this deck is so much fun to play, so you just have to see it, guys. And the hidden hero of this deck is Invasion of Ixalan, just allowing you to find this Felidar Retreat at surprising speed. And later you can just flip it because your creatures have vigilance, so those tokens from battles actually help a lot to defend on the final turn before you can swing for 1000 or stuff. So guys, let's go into gameplay. However, first, our absolute amazing legend for today, Colvin Fitzgerald. Really appreciate it, man. Colvin was here from the start, supporting the channel, making content possible. So really thank you, man. Appreciate it. And I'll tell you, you got one of the cooler decks, so this one is for you. I hope you'll have the same amount of fun that I had making this video. So really thank you and enjoy, my friend, and yeah, I hope you'll have a great fun. So guys, let's go into gameplay and let's have some epic magic today. Alright, we're going first. I mean, this is a full mystery hand, but with this we should find Felidar's Retreat, which means we really want to save this if we can. But let's see. Oh, this is a nice draw. Let's roll. Let's try to find the key cards. I think we should be able to. Yep. See? Like, we really do a really good work of trying to mitigate as much RNG as possible. I think I will go for Demolition Field. I will try to find another land for the next turn. And then we save Fabled Passage for this one, maybe. We'll see. We have a lot of ways to make it work. Let's go. Man, we can actually go for another one. Can we? Fabled Passage is such a good card here. Fountainport is amazing as well. Alright. This could be interesting. It's kinda awkward because you first want 5-drop and then want to... Oh my god, what a shuffler coincidence. Just... what a coincidence, isn't it? Alright. I think this deserves a nice... What a fun, you know, just interaction. We are playing a mirror. Alright, that's fine. I really hope they won't get lost, because we actually didn't draw them. Alright, so we have Mirror with my opponent having the card that is answer to the whole strategy, and we have 3 of them and we didn't draw a single one. So, I mean, listen. I consider Grimm's the core, but I decided to go with different stuff, so we are more consistent with Felidar's Retreat. Alright, at least we are getting this. Alright, I'll give this. At least this is a very good draw. But you know, we are trying to find them way harder than our opponents, so we should be ahead, you know? Alright. And we can use the map tokens, so let's do it. That means that the next draw should be a little bit better. Let's go for the planks. Let's go for this, and now we can go for the map token. We have a long way to go. We have... oh my god, this is a card. I'm going for it. I'm not sure if that's the best choice, but I'm still going with it. Like, you cannot go wrong with instant speed sweeper, right? I really want to ramp. This is already the 3rd Glimpse Decor. So they're trying to really hard landfall, but at the same time they're wasting cards. So they basically paid 2 mana and the card for a 2/2. So they're not super going really ahead. It's kinda like the expected vanilla stats for this kind of expense. They get the extra land on top of it, but they might not have too much to do with the mana. We will see. They have only 3 cards. Alright. Alright, because they want to put the counters. So they're already trying to power through it. Interesting. So we can go doubling season into Fabled Passage, so our cats should be stronger than theirs. I'm super risking, but I think we can force it. I think we can actually force it. Our version is just simply better, which means we'll get more value. We get creatures, and now we pump it. Even though we were behind on retreats, we actually are starting to be ahead, and we'll get more counters than them. I don't need green mana. They don't have expensive creatures, so I don't need so many planes. Alright, and we want the Vigilance as well. We can use this. It also puts 2 counters unless we hit a land. Alright. Is that the good card? Honestly, it's not the worst, but if they keep Fountainport, it will be a bit of a dead draw. And we have a sweeper, so I think we should probably hit something better. I think this really helps because it makes our board go wider. And if they sweep with Sunfall, we still recoup faster because of doubling season, so we should win on average. And those are 2 different targets, so either they use 2 creatures and just chomp block, or they give us 2 extra creatures and those have Vigilance. I tell you, man, our version is just more packed with cool value. Alright, love it. Oh, it's indestructible for the split second where nothing happens, so enjoy. I think this might be a Sunfall, so they will give up on the board, but the problem for them is not that we also can recoup the board faster, because look how much they invested into having this board. They were first with Felidar's Retreat, they were glimpsing the core, they lost all of the cards, and they are actually still behind. Yep, as expected. They try to get maximum value, and they will play a land. Oh, this is a very good land, and the first Simic land of the whole thing. Alright, I see how it is. Do I want to get rid of this? Or just Fountain? I honestly don't like Fountainport for them. I want to play it correctly. Let's start with this one, because we can draw Overlord. And let's see what the real choice for this turn is. Oh boy, this is interesting. This is a 9/9. And we are not losing anything really. So I could go lockdown. Then... Oh, but I first need to get rid of the stuff. The journey is so much value. Alright, I will... This is super risky. I will try to fight them for value. If they remove everything, this might go through and do a lot of stuff, but I hope it won't. We could play it in different ways. I think we'll go with this. I could go for the journey, man, it's so much power. Journey is so amazing. We only get... Oh, we actually get quite a lot, right? We make 2. I think we go white first. And let's get those 5 lands. Demolition Field, Fabled... Oh my god, Fabled Passage, Crawling Barrens. Another Fountainport. And this one, the Surveillant. Yeah, and we're getting 4 different tokens, so I don't think they can go through everything. And now we are guaranteed to have... But by the way, remember that they could get lost that we never got. Like, if we had the same draw, he would have nothing, because the whole strategy is basically this one card. So we would just kill it and they have nothing. So we are playing this at super disadvantage in Mirror. And the difference for us is that our version is just more powerful. Alright? And they are going for 9 damage. They will try to win the game with this. Because they know that we cannot react on this turn, but they still need to hit us again. They can get 1 extra counter, but that's it, so it's not worth it. Like, good for them, that's definitely a huge power, but our oh my god. Oh my god. I think with this, well, they need to sweep every turn for the rest of the game, I think, with this one. Let's go really wide. And let's start going for the stuff. No, that's not the tap. No, I think we need 1 white. Let's go for Fountainport. I cannot believe that we'll be using it. Fountainport, because if they go for the second... if they go for the Vinestalk, they lose mana, so it's actually super not worth it for them. So that means we don't need to go for it. I think we will get Forest here. We get another creature. I tell you, man, they will lose on the board because our version is just so much better. So this is the first trigger. We should go for the counters here. I think this is... we will get 2 counters here. Alright, let's go one more time. Man, we will get so much. Oh, I actually forgot they also get one. But we have doubling season, so it still is worth it for us. And I think we go Showdown because we can do some magic maybe with this. We also have Demolition Field, so we actually have so much value here. It will be crazy, man. Barrens. Man, this deck is something else. Let's just go. 48 damage on the board, coming through. We can literally double block this and it's not a biggie. It's just a 10-10, man, like it does nothing. Alright, and when we attack, we will crush them with a single turn. They used already 2 different sweepers. They cannot go for the Vinestalk. Alright. They want to go to combat phase. And don't forget, we also have Demolition Field and we get double the value they do. I think they will at least 1 removed creature. Really? That means we trade 1 for 1. Oh, this is a sweeper then. This has to be a sweeper, another one. And they try to fish for some extra value? I'm not sure. If they have Sunfall, that makes it weaker. Sure. It's after the combat phase, but they know about Demolition Field, so they are not going with this one. Good for them. Oh my god, I made a misplay. Oh, it took me a moment too long. It made me a moment too long, but I think we can salvage it. So I, of course, should go Demolition Field before this triggered, but, you know, trying to play a little bit too fast, I guess. We have to still go for it. We have... well, unless we want to sweep the board. Because the pump goes later. I still think it's worth it. I still think it's worth it. Do we go with Vinestalk? This is a very powerful thing. But Fountainport will give them better top decks over time. I think this is the better way. They can draw a card, but then that means they are losing something. Oh, they really want... see, it hurts them way more for the Fountainport to happen. Can I draw like a single get lost this game, please? It would really make it easier to kill opponent's key card of the deck. Like, you know, they did to us on turn 4, but it's fine, it's fine. So we both have the same stuff, but our gets doubled. So we actually get so much value here. Guys, this might be the craziest play of the year. Like, look at this. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just pressing the counters. I just want to see how big this board will ever get. Oh my god, this is like, what, 16 triggers, I think? Something, and maybe even 32. I just want to see this board. Oh my god, it never ends. Oh my god, it literally doesn't end. Oh boy, this will be a big board, so I hope our opponent prepared a Sunfall for this one. Man, this is literally, I think, like 32 triggers. Oh man, those will be some decent creatures, bro. And all of the blocks will be forced because they die in one hit. Alright, that's it. That's 32 triggers of +2/+2 on all of the creatures. And oh my... this is our new magic, guys. A single hit from this wins. This is 250 damage by, you know, just those 2 cats. And those were really left behind, man. That was the first trigger I clicked. So they can block 3, but they're still getting 64 damage to the face because they cannot block 4. Alright guys, I really hope you appreciate the potential this deck has for insane games. I have never seen this board since like over a year, or even longer probably. So yeah, that was kinda fun. Alright guys, we're going first. We have the Felidar Retreat. Alright, Lay down arms will definitely not be crazy amazing with this hand, but we'll try to use it later. Alright, so this will be pretty challenging hand, but a single land and we can go, you know, into some crazy magic, especially with this card. Alright, I have my hopes up. It won't be easy, but we have some insane bombs here. If we can doubling season into Awaken the Woods, or even... oh my god. Oh, not you again. Oh my god, this is bad. Alright, I'm going for doubling season highlight because I actually don't want them to discard Felidar's Retreat. So this is a diversion. Let's see if it works. This is the correct choice. This is the main card of the deck. And, yep. Please choose the right one, which means the wrong one. And we are 2 turns in the best case away from lay down arms. We actually didn't draw a single plane so far, so we need to endure it for longer than we would love to. Normally they would be forced to go lay down arms, but they should know that this gives them at least 1 free turn if they go for something else. Alright, they broke. They absolutely broke. And this is a good draw. Kinda, right? So I could Awaken the Woods, which means that we'll go for Felidar's Retreat and Omenpath Journey. I don't love this play. I absolutely do not love this play. I think this is the right one. I know, you expected a little bit more glamour than this, and they will probably remove it, but this gives us time, and we have insane value here. Alright, Slasher. That seems to be the right choice. Alright, we would draw a land, actually. Alright, guys. Did I misplay? Oh my god, I already misplayed. That went really quickly, man. Oh no, so I missed the token already. I can get another one, but that's it. So I think we use this for Omenpath Journey. However, that means we need to crack the passage. Oh, this is so rough. I could also go doubling season, but then it means that we need to crack this. So the problem is that if they have Bloodletter on the next turn, we cannot make those plays. We need to get losted. I could go Felidar's Retreat, then we have a token, we can use it at instant speed. Honestly, kinda think this is the best way. If they play Bloodletter, that means they cannot remove anything. So that means I simply misplayed a creature, and I should have 2, and I will have 1, which is a huge difference. So unfortunately, I had to admit to making the bad play, because it's still the best play, even with the misplay. And told you. They always have this on curve, somehow. Right, but they should know. I'm not sure if they realize that we actually have a blocker. It feels like they didn't, but they really should. And let's go for those planes. And let's make the right ability. Alright. The meow. Alright. A little bit scary, but we are getting somewhere with this. Alright. We'll definitely make a creature. So we could also go doubling seasons. But I think the best play is Journey. This is way better. Yeah, it is nice. See, they thank you. It really is nice. We can go Omenpath Journey, which means another cat, and we'll try to kill the Bloodletter probably. So let's actually... oh my god, this is so good. I forgot about this one. We want the planes. I think we probably want this one. And the last card. This is actually the choice. I think they only have basics, honestly. I will try to go with the Barrens. Not sure if that's the right card. I would love Fabled Passage. I guess it's tapped, right? It needs to be tapped, so we actually cannot use it. Alright, and we can also defend against one of the creatures with what we have. And every time the Journey triggers, we actually get a new creature for free. So, I mean, and with doubling season, then it gets doubled, so we can see the potential here. But can we unleash it? Are we quick enough? The bat definitely hurt, but right now we will have at least 2 planes. One more and we can go for the Slasher. This one is not all types, it's just a forest. The Annex is the worst play for us. Even though it doesn't pressure the board, it will give them huge value over time. And I'm not sure... oh, the full swing. The famous full swing. I will go for it. It's not bad. I will use all the tokens, man. I'm getting those for free every turn. And they are losing one of their best cards. So they want to... alright, that's fine, that's fine. So they are trying to get this sneaky play of getting 2 for 1, which is nice, but now they only have 2 mana. And this is an interesting moment. What do we go for? I could go for the Bloodletter and just give away this one. I could go for the bot, but we probably won't get another planes. We get this at dance step, so we probably will get planes before the next turn, but not on this one. And if we want to react, now is the moment. This is what, 3, 6 damage. That's quite a lot, actually. That is quite a lot. If I kill Slasher, it's not amazing. I want to get rid of the flyers. And the problem is that they can use those map tokens, which is not perfect. I don't love it at all. But if they want to use it, that means they cannot go for another removal. We block a lot of damage. And I think we can stop the unstoppable Slasher, because it's not as unstoppable. They have only 4 cards. They potentially can get 2 more from those map tokens. They didn't go for it. Oh, that's interesting. So they want to remove something at dance step, probably. Alright, guys. Let's go. Let's go. We double everything. We go crazy. You can see how Omenpath Journey is a card in this deck, and that's why it's here. So now we make 3 different... We have 3 different creatures, and I think they don't have enough removal for all of this and Bloodletter. We do not attack. Let's go. And every turn we have more mana, so it actually helps a lot as well. Oh, especially Barrens. Let's make a new one. And here they go. Here they go. One will get removed probably. And then they untap, and I wonder how many... They left the mana. They have map tokens in the second main phase, so that means they are guaranteed to have something. Alright, perfect. 2 mana removal is the best case for what we expected. Is that enough? I think the problem is that they cannot remove, and then Bloodletter and attack, which is what they really want to do. Oh, this hurts. Oh my god, those bats, I love them. I love them so much, man. I just love to not play my cards while they are winning the game, you know? At least we have this journey, which guarantees basically a 4 for every turn. And that means probably they have another removal, and you know what? Let's go. Let's see how much can you keep it up. Because at some point they won't be able to attack because they won't have more removal. It also means they cannot use map tokens, and you can see that they are kind of stifled on the mana, so it actually still helps us even if they go for removal. They didn't play cut down, so that means it's 2 mana removal, because unless they drew cut down, that means they cannot follow through, and we are not getting too much damage. Honestly, Surveil is pretty decent. We get a creature, we can actually make 3 trees now if we want. Oh no, we just want to double. Oh my god, this is such a good draw. This will give us so much value. Alright, guys, we have actually 5 creatures this turn. I tell you, this deck does things, you know. And Omenpath Journey is single-hand. Oh, this is the worst one because we already surveilled. And we get doubled if we want to make tokens. I mean, it also doubles the counters, right? But I still want to have more. I can just double block, so it's kinda the same, and it's more versatile against removal. We can even triple block Slasher, kinda solving this. Are you serious? Oh my god, that was the last good thing, that they don't have this card. Oh boy, this guy doesn't know how to whiff. Alright, this was exactly the card I didn't want to see. And I think they didn't have it before, because you normally cast Annex way faster if you can. So this is the big problem. Alright, and with this, we need to start fighting. This will be super hard. Maybe you can try to go for Ixalan, but it's hard, man. It's actually hard. I thought I have 1 more click. I should go for the Barrens. That was a miss. I really thought I have 1 click more. Alright, it's fine. Let's try to find something that is super cool. What is super cool? Overlord is really good. Oh my god, this will get so much done. Maybe... Oh man, but we are getting hit for so much. It's 8, 10. Let's go. Yep, that's the right tap. Listen, we need to roll for them because it's very hard. And each trigger will be doubled. Yeah, and on the next turn, we... Yeah, okay, and the end step we pump everything. Alright, this is enough to block probably. Do we want this guy? This is so much damage wasted, and we need to go through stuff. I should actually stack the triggers up in opposite way. So first I create counters, and then I create creatures, and they resolve backwards. So then you get a creature, and then you pump them. But I think it's still okay. So we will try to kill them on the next turn. We need to survive this 1 hit. This is 8, 10 damage, and they need to pay mana for it. That doesn't kill us yet. Oh, they can use map talk. Oh no. Are we one turn too late? I think we actually are one turn too late. Like I can pump every. So on the next turn we go for lethal damage and there's nothing they can do about it. But they will use map token, pump the bat, attack with everything, and unlock Unholy Annex. They have all the mana. They will have one more and they will win the game unless they hit 2 lands from the top. This is so painful, man. This is actually so painful. Please, 2 lands from the top. This one time, man. Not even one. Oh my god, this is such a sad way to lose the game. So basically, if we're one turn better place, like single bat wasn't here or something like this, we would win this game already. And that's perfect lethal, 1 extra damage. What can you do, man? Just not good at the magic, you know? I hope you still enjoyed. I think it was a great showcase of what the deck can do, but you still need to not miss the beat and get cards when you need them. Alright, we're going first. I mean, this is an okay hand. You know, it's not crazy. We don't have our combo pieces, but we have so many ways to find them. So normally I love this card, but here we need to start getting, like, we need 2 or 3 draws of key cards, so let's start, you know, as soon as possible. And we're still drawing lands, so, you know, it is what it is. Not a crazy opening, but a solid one, I guess. I really want to Sunfall a lot of creatures, you know? That's something I feel in my heart. They have white mana. So this is always a hard choice. I think I will try to tank a little bit of damage because this goes around Hexproof. Oh, the doubles. Oh, so punished. This was one of the few draws that super punishes us. And let's go with the Barrens because we have the right mana. They cannot kill us, right? Right? So what is the... So they definitely have Monstrous Rage. So this is 2, 4. Then they cast 1 more. It's 5. So around 10 damage will be very... Like, it will be for sure. Maybe we just cast it normally. You know? The double striking mouse is the reason they go so crazy on the damage, so I don't think we have the luxury to play it right now. This will be awkward because we cannot get rid of the next play, which will be literally the same card. Alright. I mean, you better, you know, just up your removal game and just draw it every single turn, because that's how we play. Let's go for this one. It will take a while before it recovers. So we are basically in exactly the same spot as before. They have 1 Hexproof protection spell. That's something we know about. We can maybe get rid of some damage. I'm not sure if they play Boros Charm. They probably shouldn't, but they might. They are not using the map tokens because it's like this is a normal magic value. For mono red, it's just not good enough. Like this is on another level than the usual cards. Enchantment Tapland. Sure, why not, right? So we need to pretend that we have something. I should probably fake a smite more than anything else. So I will pretend that we have something, so maybe they get scared of pumping, because of course I cannot do anything here. I mean, it might have worked. It might have worked. Yep, the second hit also. We definitely need to start doing something cool. Alright, I wonder how... Please don't give them lands, alright? Don't. Alright. Okay, this is good for us. You know, you could say that they could do it before attacking for extra damage, but that's a non-mono-red player talking, you know? Why wouldn't you make a bad play? So what is the play? They will make the hero, they will probably use map token on this. That's 2 of their mana, 1 goes for protection, and they will probably hit for 4 damage, maybe 6. Should be okay, right? We also keep this. And then we go Sunfall. We might even Fountainport for a token, because we actually need some cards. And that's why casting Overlord with this impending isn't really bad, because then it comes after you sweep the board. Like if we waited one, we won't, but if we waited 1 more turn, we can actually time it perfectly with Overlord, so we sweep the board and we still get a 6-5, which is really good. This is interesting. And they probably have... Okay, they didn't even go for the mouse, so that means probably they are going for the kill. I think they do. I will well, so if they go Monstrous Rage, we don't really get anything out of this. And I cannot sacrifice a fish. Do your worst. And oh boy, this might literally kill us. They have Monstrous Rage because they didn't even think about Trample. That's how you can always tell what they have. This is already 10 damage. Already 10 damage. They are probably trying to gauge how much removal we have. Trample is such a problem because basically red has every ability. Like all of them. So it's very hard to play. They don't have like weak sides. Their weak side is that sometimes they draw their own cards. Alright, that's 12 damage already. That's a lot. And it seems that they have more than one shard. Right, what is it? Shard Mage Rescue. Yeah, because they wasted one. Oh yes, my friend. Here you go. Here you go. Enjoy the moment. He literally sacrificed his best creature because what the worst can happen? There are no counter spells here, huh? Well, we have one just for this special occasion. And I think that's a honk time. Oh, they don't know what to do. This never happened to them. Here you go. Thank you for sacrificing. I mean, I just don't want. Okay, this fits perfectly. Like, come on, this fits perfectly. So what do we go for, really? Jokes aside, we don't want to pay life for Fountainport. I can go for the treasure. I want... No, Sunfall isn't good. I think we go for the Barrens because we want a lot of toughness. Of course, we decline. Respectfully. Not a good draw. What can you say? So we go for... this is not great. I guess we can sacrifice land if we really have to. I would love to have the Overlord on this turn. That would help so much. So I think now they will pump the mouse, keeping the Shard Mage Rescue. And then we Sunfall and try to go around it. So I think we are really playing it well, man. Every time we just make a play they didn't prepare for. I mean, this was pretty epic. Alright, what is the card? So they are trying to go for the Hexproof and the Ward, but we actually go around both. That also means another land. I mean, that's really good. So I need 5 mana on the next one. I play a land, I have 3 mana. If I make a treasure, I can play additional fish if we have to. I think it might not be the bad play, honestly. Like what the other players to go for the Barrens that we cannot activate. So I think treasure is still better. And this is probably the rescue, which won't do anything. Oh my god, this is a nice draw, but don't forget they have trample. So it's better to just go like this. Yep, here you go. And we have another one just in case. Their last play is to start. Oh, they actually don't have black mana. Maybe they try to use the lair to sometimes name black in the late game. I mean like turn 3 and further. Here we go. That's a 6/5 Overlord. Seems pretty decent. And we also have this. And we can draw. Alright, I like our position. We are at 6, so it's super scary. But we're close to stabilizing. They have burn together, so that's something we really need to pay attention to. Because they can really burn us. This needs to be 3 power to kill us already. I mean, you know, the red cards. Even if they don't attack, even if you kill them, they still win the game. Just to make sure that, you know, you cannot mess it up. So, only 2 cards still. We are at 6. A little bit scary situation, to be honest. I think I will draw a card. And I think I will draw it with this. I like mana, but I like blockers even more. Overall, that's a lot of stats. Alright guys, alright, this should give us options. We could try to find, you know what. Alright, let's play this and see what the options are for this turn, because if we hit Felidar's Retreat we can Awaken the Woods maybe. I don't think we have enough, we can only go for 1, it's not very good. So they will have probably like 2 turns to kill us with Burn together. And I think I will literally Sunfall my own Overlord. The funny part is they can block just to deal this 2 damage, and they can even pump it. So this might actually be better to not even attack, even though we lose the land. So that's rough, I'm not sure how to play it. And they don't really have lands. Fabled Passage is probably as good as we need. Obviously this is a full whiff. Like, we didn't hit any of the cards we wanted. And we went 1/3 of the deck nearly, and we didn't hit a single Felidar's Retreat, even with this. So do I Sunfall this and try to... this is our last Sunfall for the game, probably. I will just go over. The problem is that they will attack with this. How much it costs? And that's the problem. So they attack, they Monstrous Rage it, and even if we block, we still die. Is Mouse really so horrible we actually need to Sunfall it? I think so. This is so bad. So it also depends. If that's a good player, they will block with Monstrous Rage and kill us after we get the Overlord attack. If they have it. I cannot check the priority as well. This feels so bad right now, but I think we might be forced to. 3-5, we have 1 token, so at least we can block something. They have something. Why would you tap like this? Like, bro. Oh, because we need double white mana. Alright. That makes sense, because we cannot pain ourselves, right? That's the problem. They can try to Monstrous Rage, but at least they don't deal damage. So we are in a rough spot, honestly, here. Do I want Fabled Passage? What is the chance we draw Felidar's Retreat? Like, super low. Super low. But we don't... if we draw another land, that means we don't care what we draw. It's just 1 less token. Alright, let's go. We don't need to crack it. Alright, let's see. I hope their last creature is this Sellsword. And they're pushing for the full game from start to finish, so they should really whiff at some point. Alright, let's go for the bigger one. That was quick. Instantly punished, but you know what? You know what? We are finally doing it. Oh my god, this is good. And that means they cannot go for us anymore. So let's go for 3. Okay, let's actually go for it. We don't have Doubling Season, but we have a lot anyway. Yeah, and it's better to go for higher X than to transform this. Well, let's go for Plains. Alright, here we go. We need to do a lot of work, but it should be good enough. So we go for 4. Let's go. Let's go. That will be something. No, man, we will have actually so much stats, and we will have Vigilance on this as well. Alright. Do we go for the count? Yeah, I think we just go for the counters on everything, because we need as much power and stats as possible in this board. Can Mono Red beat, you know, just 50-50 in stats? I mean, the answer obviously is yes, but can we try to dodge it? Do I want to hit them in the face? No. Does this make any difference? It doesn't. We just go face here. The only thing that makes difference is lowering their life total, so they need to have direct damage for 6 on this turn or they die. They die. Man, they had really good opening, and our opening was really slow and messy, and we still managed to do it. Man, this combo just overpowers most of the decks instantly. Alright guys, I hope you had as much fun as I had. Man, I just want to point it out, alright? But Sloth, there's only 1 Search of Salvation, it will never make a difference. Well, look at that. That was the most satisfying mono-red game in a month. That was so fun. And honestly, this deck is scaling like absolute crazy. I think this type of gameplay will have so many fans because of just how fun and cool this type of effect is. You get Doubling Season, and don't forget you can stack doubling seasons over and over, and then you like make all the tokens, and then it creates all the extra landfalls, and it pumps everything with extra counters. Like, this is one of those decks that you just love because it's so fun to play. And also with all the Sunfalls, Lockdowns, Lay Down Arms, Get Lost, it's actually pretty resistant to all the aggro decks. You can even tailor it more. I wanted to really change this type of key cards working together with Invasion of Ixalan. The problem of this deck for me was always that you only have 4 Felidar's Retreat. So I found a way to play more. With Invasion of Ixalan, you have seen how many times we have found it, and suddenly the whole game transforms. So I think this really gives you a huge advantage over time. It's also cycling cards in a way, like you tutor for 1, which means the battle is basically free value. And even though the creature is not crazy impressive, it's just 4/3 with, indestructible trample. However, trample makes a huge difference with all those counters. And the best part, you can just flip all the battles in one turn, prepare with the defense because you have vigilance on everything. So literally all of your creatures, including the new ones, are untapped. And then like at the end step, you get the journey, you crack some Fabled Passage, you pump them, and then you say, your go. And they need to go through this wall of stats, and they actually need to kill you because the counter attack will be absolutely devastating, especially that you have vigilance on all of those creatures, so you can just safely attack. They need to probably sacrifice everything, and you can still have blockers because everything is untapped. So guys, I went really hard on this deck, but you can see that I'm excited for a good reason. And before we go further, I want to say a huge thank you to all of our patrons, our amazing patrons that are, just caring about this channel, about its future. Really thank you guys, it makes a difference, and yeah, makes me happy that we can continue the journey in all the magic directions, all the colors. But one thing is in common for all of those decks, they are super cool. So I hope you are enjoying it. And yeah, honestly, the Overlord is kinda a little bit like slower because the idea is that Overlord creates a token. This is such a fun interaction because it's a token land. That means, you create 1 or more tokens, so you get 2 lands, which means double landfall, and suddenly even this small interaction works nicely. However, it's probably one of the slower parts of the deck. Lay Down Arms is a little bit hard to use because, so I originally wanted to make it a band, and I didn't because of Lay Down Arms, and I realized that we need Fabled Passage, so it's actually a little bit too many different basics. So this is very hard to balance. You can always go either more on the basics to make sure that you always hit them, more planes, or more for Omenpath Journey because you still need different types of lands, just to have 5 different ones. And honestly, Omenpath Journey is insanely good in this deck. Just because, if you can set it up, it's not easy to set it up because you need 1 turn for Felidar's Retreat, second one for Omenpath Journey. However, if you have 8 mana, you can combine both of them, and they actually start giving you value right away. You invest 2 cards and 8 mana, you get 2 creatures. So it's sometimes enough to survive 1 turn, and then on the next turn you go crazy. So the interaction is so good. It's basically like if you have those 2 cards, it's 10/10 in stats guaranteed. So it's a pretty good interaction. I really love it. Also, we have more mana for more plays. We have Demolition Field, so we can turn mana into more landfall triggers. And I really like this interaction. It's very hard to set up, but once you get going, it's just so fun. And yeah, I think you can play this deck in very multiple different ways. I really enjoyed this one, and I think doubling season makes it so much more fun. However, the interaction between Awaken the Woods and Felidar's Retreat is already insane stats. So yeah, you just need to have mana for this and have Retreat previous on the previous turns. So yeah, that's kinda it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't want to overdo this outro because when I get excited about some cool interaction deck, I just keep rambling forever. So guys, really thank you. If you stayed until the end, you are my personal hero. Really thank you for it. And I hope you had a lot of fun today. So thank you and see you tomorrow.